All right, well, let's see if we got anybody here yet that has joined us. Looks like we're starting to get a few people to join us now. Let me first start by saying you know who I am, but I like to say it anyway. I'm Ken Johnson. My name is Ken Johnson. Um, I am here to do this little update here for you. Where did that go? So, and this is going to be somewhat kind of like a little weather after dark here, but it's going to be including some weather too because we've got weather to talk about tonight. So I can't be as goofy as or laid back maybe quite as I normally am here tonight. So we'll talk first about what I'm expecting from the weather overnight tonight. So we're going to start with this. I've increased rainfall amounts. If you've been keeping up with me, I've been talking about this area of a heavy rain that potentially could impact the area here overnight tonight and into Friday. A lot of what I've been looking at, a lot of what I've been trying to show anyway, would have had the heaviest rains earlier kind of over into here, but I've shifted them a bit. And now I'm going to include Lawton, Wichita Falls, and Throckmorton. Now, I'm not saying everybody here gets 5 inches, but widespread 2 to 3 certainly likely, but there will be a place or two that may even get over 5 inches of rain here. And it's some big rain coming in, and it's going to, once it gets here, it's going to be really, really wet tonight. So if we look at radar, currently we've been watching the heaviest rain tonight kind of over in here. It's been kind of up into southwestern Oklahoma and northwest Texas. We've seen a lot of the heavy rain that has been kind of located over, oh, let's say kind of over in here. This is where your heaviest rain has been. It's kind of been up in here. And that's why we got these flash flood warnings up into this area here. We'll show you how much rain may have fallen in those areas in a few minutes. Over to the west, we do have an expanded area of heavy rain now across southwest Oklahoma and western Oklahoma now. That's expanding up towards Altus, and we got a little more activity feeding in from the south there. Now, the next batch, that's been the batch that kind of been impacting the area since this afternoon and this evening. Look at how far south this next batch goes, folks. Here in the Falls, we've seen a little bit of a break in the activity. One little thunderstorm over there just southeast of Vernon. But look at all this heavy rain increasing now. Showers with some embedded heavier rain, some thunder, some lightning in this too. And it's just south of Wichita Falls, and it's going to go all the way south through most of Archer County, Baylor County, into Graham, and into Young County, Throckmorton County. And it goes south from there all the way down to Interstate 20. Look at those big thunderstorms down there. And if you follow it back to the southwest, more is developing. And what's going to happen with all this activity here overnight tonight, all of this is going to lift northward here. Our flow in the atmosphere is like this. So all this activity that develops in these areas will be moving and feeding up into here. And as of right now, there looks like there's going to be a band of heavy rain that's going to set up somewhere, like a band of really heavy rain. You know, I was thinking earlier it might be just to our west, but I'm thinking now that the band of heavy rain, this could be it here. This could be the axis here. So, I mean, there could be some really heavy rainfall amounts that fall in this area here. That's why I'm thinking over 5 inches, somewhere in this area here. In addition to that, this will kind of move on out as we head towards tomorrow morning, and then we got a line of thunderstorms that's going to develop with the main storm system by tomorrow afternoon. Now, check out the latest HRRR computer model. This is what I'm kind of following here some. It's not bad, handling the situation very bad here. Doing a pretty good job. So you can see the rain expanding in from the south. Here we go. You got the batch of rain up north. That continues to lift up north. The band that's down here in the southwest Oklahoma, northwest Texas lifts north like this. The band that's kind of over there near Lawton kind of feeds northward. But we're watching this next band that's moving in. Now watch how this expands. Look at that. Boom. You got heavy thunderstorms in this. You got heavy rain all in this area here. Continuing to feed up. And look at that. You know, expanding eastward. Heavy rain there into Clay County. Thunderstorms there into Jack County. Montague County. Then you've got some more heavy rain developing back to the west, and this would be around 3 a.m. Put that in motion, more firing up to the north here. And this is around 5 a.m. So when you get up to go to work or school tomorrow morning, it could be pretty stormy, and you can see computer models still bring lots of heavy rain in. So just based upon this in radar data, you know, somewhere in here could really see a lot of heavy rain. So, you know, this place definitely going to see some rain, heavy rain too, but this could be your heaviest rain area, could be right in there, which is in our watershed too. So in the morning, that first batch kind of lifts up to the north. Then there might be a little break or a little reprieve. There might still be some scattered activity. Here we are around 11:30. Let's look into the afternoon. Now, this is that line of storms I was just talking about. It kind of fast forwarded there. So it looks like around 2 o'clock there might be some breaks. Now, it would depend upon if whether or not we could get some storm energy to build up. So if we can get a little break in the action and maybe get like a little peak of sunshine or two and warm up some and see the atmosphere juice up just a little, some of these might be a little on the strong side here. With that said, it does not look like a major threat, but I will include at least a mention of a low-end threat for a strong thunderstorm or two with that line there. You can see it there through 4:30 tomorrow afternoon. It looks to me like any instability or that storm energy like I talk about would be basically associated with that line itself. So I don't think this is going to be a big supercell event, but there could still be some gusty winds in that line and some downpours. But notice at 7 o'clock, most of the rain's out of here. Outside of a shower threat, a little small shower threat, we should be good for high school football games tomorrow night. And then we get into Saturday, and it's all gone. So once again, I'll show you this graphic here, and we may even need to expand it even further over into some of our eastern counties as well. And we may need to shave off some of the western counties. But I just think widespread 2 to 3 inch rainfall amounts look likely area-wide tonight with, into tomorrow with a couple of 5 inch plus areas somewhere in there, and maybe even more than that. We can go back to the radar, and I can show you that already there's been how much rain has fallen up here, but this flood warning is in effect at. Let's take a look at this and see. Let's see, I got a buzz. I bet that was the app update. Yeah, it was. So let's take a look here at the rainfall amounts. This will be 6 hour total, so kind of, up until probably about 9 o'clock. Give it a second, it'll update in a minute. It just takes this data a few minutes to ingest. While I'm waiting on that, let's see if there are anybody that has any questions. Let's see here. So I'm good, Chad. Thanks for asking. If there is a severe weather threat, Margaret McCoy wants to know, is there going to be a severe weather threat for Graham? If there is, it's very, very low. What's up, Mark? Hope you're doing good, bud. There is the radar. This is rainfall amounts estimated over the last 6 hours. And this shows flash flood warning. Let's take that off. This shows estimating. This is southwestern Comanche, northeastern parts of Tillman, over about 2 to 3 inches of rain in there over the last 6 hours. That's on top of rainfall that fell over the weekend, early in the week here. If we widen this and look, not nearly as much heavy rain, but some of that did extend down into parts of Wilbarger County and into parts of Baylor County. Somebody asked about Quanah. Quanah didn't get much rain. It's a little bit out that way, at least estimated by radar anyway. Rainfall amount would be, probably right around an inch, maybe a little more. So not a lot of rain, but decent amounts. I think more is on the way. I think heavier amounts are on the way, especially to the east. You can already see it building up down to the south here. And the latest radar, look at that storm activity just continuing to expand down. That's some heavy rain. I think I'm probably going to have to, maybe even include some of our eastern counties in some of this. It's going to be, if you got all of this down there, it's going to lift north. This gets going to be some heavy rain into early tomorrow morning. So again, this batch you see here is going to lift northward. That continues to lift north. This batch moves in here over the next, through late tonight. And then you got these storms that are down to the south that are going to, kind of lift up into this area here too. And you got this activity back here that lifts north late tonight into early tomorrow morning. So bottom line, it's going to be stormy. There could be some thunderstorms with this. Nothing severe. If it is, very small hail would be your primary concern. Also, look at this on the cold side of things. I don't know that I need to go in and put radar winter weather stuff on here. I don't have the winter weather stuff on here, so I need to do that. We've updated a lot of stuff on our system here. So let me change sources here for just a moment. Look at that. That purple box represents winter weather advisories. And we use a blue color. We don't use the green anymore. We just felt, I know it looks a little bit different, a little odd to some of you, but the reason why we use that that blue color is it just pops better with the background there. So You know, you don't really see any snow here yet, but you know, there could be a little snow back in here. You got some bright banding on the radar just west of Amarillo that suggests that there might be some melting snowflakes up above the Earth's surface. But there's going to be, and I can probably put on national radar, probably be better. There's going to be a pretty significant snowstorm with this. As this storm system wraps up, the main storm itself, the main upper level storm system, which that's the main storm system, is kind of back into here. So this is going to be moving in this direction just like this. And these bands of heavy precipitation that are feeding down here will eventually wrap back around it. There's going to be a pretty significant snowstorm in the Rockies tonight into tomorrow, especially tomorrow and into Saturday. We have a big snowstorm, and some of those places up there could see snow in the feet. So some pretty significant snow is expected there in the Colorado Rockies, maybe even into parts of the Nebraska Panhandle up in there. So, you know, it's getting to be that time of the year. I know it's hard to believe because we haven't had any cool weather here hardly at all this year. So I know it's kind of hard to believe, but, you know, it's getting to be that time of the year where we'll start to have to watch these systems and make sure they're not producing that much cold weather. You know, if we start getting into the winter, we'll start getting into some of these situations where we get the Arctic air that can, you know, ultimately help give you winter precipitation. So I don't expect a lot of that this year, but the way the weather pattern is, everything is extreme this year. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a pretty significant winter storm, you know, down our way. La Nina brings that though, but it's all this precipitation you see back here that feeds northward, and as that storm really wraps up, as it lifts up to the north, that's going to wrap around it, and you're going to see big snows over into here, big snows. So anyway. All right, let's see if you guys have any questions for the meteorologist here, for the weatherman. So, you know, when I was a kid, I would have driven the weatherman crazy. I'd have been asking questions all the freaking time. I'd have drove them nuts. So, Eric Pridemore always gives us an update. It is now 68 degrees in Colbert as more rain and thunderstorms are yet to come our way east of Wichita Falls on the Oklahoma side, near the Red River. And we do have our Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune 2025 calendars, and 2025 is the only 2 months away. That's hard to believe, Eric. I can't believe it. And Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune air Monday through Saturday on News Channel 6. Boy, we need to get you for a promotional spot. You do a good job of really promoting all that right there. The promotions department would love you. So just hopping on, Tanya says, just hopping on, is there any scary stuff we need to worry about in Wichita Falls? Not unless you live in a low-lying area, that's a real flood-prone area. But other than that, you're good. But if you live in a flood-prone area, you might want to keep an eye on that. But otherwise, no, nothing scary. So, all right, let's see here what else we got here question-wise. So, I don't understand what Chad is trying to say. Cam, what wrong with the Oklahoma Sooners this year? I don't know what you're trying to say there, so. All right, so Jolene, let's see what she says. You show the radar again. I just joined. It's on right now for you. So occasional thunder and lightning throughout the night. Yes, that's correct. Maybe some loud claps from time to time. Just curious, because one of my little ones has storm anxiety. The rain doesn't bother her, unlike thunder and lightning, Jess. You know, I know you comment on that all the time, so I would just want to say that, you know, just reassure her there's nothing to be scared about. There's nothing. It's just, you know, it's just some rumbles of thunder. It's just good to sleep with. It's, you know, nothing scary, no tornadoes, nothing like that. You're going to be fine. So, oh, Cameron is on here. So, hi, big fan. Well, I know you're my biggest fan, Cameron. I know you are, and I appreciate that. I love when you sing Cam in the tracker. Yeah, I love it when I sing him in the tracker too. So. Yeah, there's some thunderstorms over in that area, Chad, but, you know, nothing too heavy at this time. So, how much rainfall? None this weekend. Oh, from last weekend, we saw officially here in the Falls, I think about 4.5 inches of rain. But some places saw more than that, but 4.5 inches. We'll probably get something like that again tonight, maybe even more. Who knows? I'll give you a game plan, Cameron. I'll call you later on and tell you what's what with all of this. As of right now, it doesn't look like much, but I hadn't really dug into the stuff here this evening. So. Yep, you're going to get some more water in Waurika, Carrie. That's for sure. Lake Waurika, all the lakes going to get some more water in them. Can Texas and Florida play on Saturday morning? Who you taking? I mean, that's a dumb question, man. You know that Florida has zero chance to go into Austin and beat Texas. There is no chance that happens. They're heavy, heavy, heavy favorites. I don't think Texas is as good as I think they're a little overrated. But I don't think that Florida's going to be able to compete with them. It may be closer than you think, though. So it may be closer than I think. So yes, we are the dynamic duo. Chad, I wasn't really trying to be mean there. I didn't mean there are no dumb questions on here. I was wrong. I shouldn't have said that. But I meant to say silly questions, something like that. I wasn't trying to hate on you or nothing like that. So. See what's going on right now with Thursday night football. Am I the only one that just doesn't like Thursday night football? Bring you up to date too on a story that we've been following tonight. We've been following this standoff off of Ford Road. I don't have official confirmation from, police. Our news department probably will, but from what I can tell, and my wife is like the best digger in the world, and this is not official. This is just from social media. That Fred Ford, Mayer, Maier, and his wife Peggy were the grandparents that were unalived earlier tonight by their supposed grandson. Now I don't know what his what the grandson's name is. I don't have that, and again, that's unofficial. That's not from the police. That's just on social media. Fred Ford Mayer and his wife Peggy Mayer were the ones that were unalived by perhaps by their grandson, and there's been a standoff ever since. Jared Griffin, who's a friend of mine, who owns Griffin Stables out there, he's in that vicinity, said he was out doing some plowing, saw cop cars flying by, and heard shots fired at the cops. He said Ford and Peggy just hosted a family reunion at his place a few months ago. That's very sad. Wow, very, very sad. Yeah, you just don't ever know. Oh yeah, that's going to be a good one, Chad. Texas versus Texas A&M. I'm so excited for that one. That's a renewed rivalry. So, I thought Texas A&M was the team to beat until they got beat by. What did they get beat by? Arkansas? Who did they get beat by last weekend? They got beat by somebody. I don't remember who it was though. Was it Arkansas? No, Ole Miss beat Arkansas. So who beat A&M last week? Somebody beat them pretty good. I don't remember who it was though. No, nothing surprised with this system here, Mike. Not this go round. Have y'all got confirmation on anything with the standoff yet?
Still out there. They're still dragging in.
But do you know the deceased? I got the names of
They
them.
haven't confirmed anybody.
I know, yeah. I got the names if you want them to be just off the record type stuff.
Yeah,
So
I've seen pictures.
yeah. Oh, I'm on Facebook Live, but I've already told people it's unofficial. I can say that on here. I'm not. I said it unofficially. This is on Facebook. Was a person by a family. The grandparents were Ford and Peggy Maier were the ones that were. Yeah, Meyer. Here's a picture of them. I won't show it on social media, but that's a picture. The one holding the dog is supposedly. So yeah.
Yeah, we can't confirm it yet.
Yeah, that's what I said. You can't confirm. That's what I've been telling people. It's no unofficial. Nothing's been confirmed, but but that's the word on social media. So.
Well, yeah, they can say all they want, but yeah. No, we haven't heard anything yet, but Devin's still there, and they're still dragging in tons of SWAT equipment.
Wow.
Let's
Yeah.
have a live shot.
I hope that ends peacefully, but I don't know that it will. So we'll see. So. All right, guys. Well, I got to jump off and get ready for the newscast. Y'all be sure to watch the latest on the SWAT standoff off Ford Road there. Huh? Oh, I thought he was on to me. But anyway, I'll keep an eye on the weather. Nothing bad overnight tonight.